It is 6 o'clock. Thank you for being with us on THV 11 and streaming on THV 11 Plus. I'm Karen Fuller.
I'm Hayden Balgavy. Happy Thursday morning, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us here at 6 o'clock as meteorologist Tracy Bean has been breaking down your forecast. Ashley King now in the house to break down your traffic this morning.
Yeah, we are trying to just keep things calm. I told them earlier that we've got lots of weather to our north and lots of weather to our south, and we're just minding our own business here.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Minding our own business here in Central Arkansas.
We can mind our own business with traffic, too. Stay in your cars. Don't bump into anybody.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
you
right.
tell me to stay in my lane?
Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's exactly what we're saying.
And it's on.
Okay.
All right, well, today is still going to be warm. We're going to see the temperature start to change a little bit, and that humidity is still going to be up there today. We are starting out with a few clouds out there, starting to see a little bit more sunshine as well, and we are already in the 70s, not even just like low 70s, like almost mid 70s. It is 6:01 a.m. The humidity around 91%, and those calm winds certainly making things feel stagnant out there. We talked a little bit more about down to the Gulf Coast. We've got what's left over of Arthur and all of that rain trying to push into our area, mainly just giving us some of those clouds. Could see a few little showers there. And to the north, we do have a boundary that's going to make its way through the state today. That's going to change temperatures quite a bit as we're heading into the afternoon. Currently, everyone's for the most part in the 70s. We are going to see this morning, things are a little warmer. So yeah, we are certainly feeling it, but we're going to see those temperatures going down. But the dew point, yeah, it's making it a little muggy out there. So go ahead and drink that water this morning because we're still looking for a high around 92. But to our north, yeah, there's that cooler weather and it's headed our way. We'll talk more about it and talk about these spotty storms as well coming up.
Oh, it's just popped off here. Okay, so it is hot, but at least it is a beautiful sunrise. This is the Arkansas River Bridge right now, and very light traffic. It looks like they're starting to come in a little bit, but yeah, just a gorgeous morning so far with really nothing going on here. We have just a beautiful view, we have nothing but green skies. Oh my goodness, I can't talk. I'm mixing everything together. Green skies, beautiful views. I'm talking about this map right now. Green roads, you guys. It is my first break of the day, my first time to talk of the day, and it's not going so well. So I'll just, we'll come back to this a little bit later on, maybe after I have some more coffee.
Thank you, Ashley. President Donald Trump is back in Washington this morning after signing a U.S.-Iran agreement that the White House says is now in effect, a deal aimed at halting the conflict and restarting talks over Iran's nuclear program. The 14-point memorandum calls for an immediate end to military operations between the two countries and their allies. It also reopens the Strait of Hormuz to shipping, temporarily easing oil sanctions, and provides up to $300 billion in reconstruction funding to Iran while negotiations continue over the next 60 days. The president stresses this is not a final deal and says the U.S. could resume military action if Iran fails to follow through. The agreement is already facing criticism from lawmakers on Capitol Hill.
When you look at the 14 points that the administration has agreed to, it looks like Iran has won on just about every one of them.
The Iranians will have more access to cash stored all around the world.
Meanwhile, questions remain after Israel continued limited strikes in Lebanon as shipping companies say they are still waiting for clarity before normal operations resume. And for some perspective this morning, the new U.S.-Iran memorandum is far different from the 2015 Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, or JCPOA, while the Obama-era agreement spanned hundreds of pages with detailed limits on Iran's nuclear program. The new agreement is a 14-point framework that serves as a roadmap for future negotiations. Many of the biggest questions, including the fate of Iran's enriched uranium, are still left to be decided in the months ahead.
President Trump's new Secure America Act is now law, delivering nearly $70 billion in new federal funding for federal immigration enforcement through the rest of the president's administration. The package includes $38 billion for ICE, $26 billion for Customs and Border Protection, and another $5 billion for unexpected costs. The White House says the money will help secure the border and support immigration enforcement operations nationwide. Attorney Adam Rose in Fayetteville says the law, though, could have a chilling effect in communities with larger immigrant populations, causing some families to hesitate before pursuing immigration processes or even interacting with government agencies.
Springdale, Rogers, areas that have large immigration populations. I think that may stifle any type of bringing family members over or really even trying to do things the right way and going through those processes. I think a lot of people are going to be scared to go to the courthouse, to go to immigration checkpoints that are in Little Rock.
Rose also stresses the law expands funding for federal agencies but does not give ICE new or unlimited enforcement powers. We are following up on a major fire in Russellville that left a local restaurant destroyed. New drone video shows the damage after hours of flames and smoke seen across the city.
The Check H Grill and Buffet is now reduced to rubble, and THV 11's Maya Ellison spoke with one person who escaped as the fire spread.
This is all that's left of the Check H Grill and Buffet. As community members say, this building has been standing for about 40 years. With the loss this massive, they tell me that everyone is feeling the impact.
We lost an institution in the city of Russellville.
You can't drive down Main Street without passing the Check H Buffet and Grill.
It was buffet style, and food was always good, service good.
The restaurant, once the city's Western Sizzlin', has been a go-to spot for everyday diners and passerby. That was until Tuesday evening.
Yeah, we got the call about 6:52, almost 7 p.m. yesterday evening. Upon arrival, we did see some active smoke coming from the structure.
Assistant Fire Chief Richard Sidian says crews immediately shifted to defensive tactics to battle the flames. Video shared with us by the owner's parents shows Russellville firefighters, along with neighboring departments, working to put out the fire.
Probably took around 4 hours to get it under control.
One customer, Richard Hartness, says he was dining inside when the chaos started.
And then all of a sudden, some of the employees started hollering, "Fire, fire, everybody out." Well, I ran to the door, and I made a really good doorstop because everybody else was exiting the building.
Now, despite the destruction, no one was hurt, but the loss is hitting the community in another way.
Well, the reality is 40 people woke up without a job today.
Russellville Mayor Fred Teague says the city moved quickly to help. Officials are working with the restaurant's owner to support employees and even their families.
There are fundraisers going on to where you can give money that will help pay the bills of these people until they secure other employment. But we will come back. Russellville is strong, we're resilient, and we'll bounce back, and we're going to support these families.
In Russellville, Maya Ellison, THV 11 News.
The cause of the fire is still under investigation. We have posted some ways you can help if you'd like on our website, thv11.com.
Greenbrier residents, listen up. You're going to still have to keep boiling your water for now. City officials say all required samples are now in the hands of the Arkansas Department of Health, but the boil order stays in place until state testing gets the final all clear. The restriction follows a water main break earlier this week, and until it's lifted, residents should continue boiling water for drinking, cooking, brushing teeth, and ice. Meanwhile, the city says Matthews Park splash pad will remain closed until water service is fully restored and safe operations can resume. Officials say they expect it could be back online by the weekend.
Coming up on 6:10 this morning, North Little Rock Police Chief Patrick Tessing is preparing to step down after more than 3 decades with the department. Tessing announcing he's retiring after 31 years of service, saying he wants to spend more time with his family. He has served as chief since 2021 and has overseen the launch of the Real-Time Crime Center, expanded technology, and helped build out new training through the Joint Police Academy. His final day with the department is June 30th. A big boost for medical training in Arkansas. UAMS just landed a more than $2.5 million NIH grant to expand its dual degree program. Starting July 1st, the enrollment grows from about 22 students to as many as 32, and it covers full tuition and a yearly stipend. UAMS says its goal is to train more doctor-scientists to fill critical healthcare gaps in Arkansas and across the region. Let's head back over to our resident scientist, meteorologist Tracy Bean, on the forecast to help you plan your day.
I'm just missing that doctor part, doctor scientist.
We could call you.
I mean,
Dr. Bean.
Yeah.
all right.
Sounds kind of.
Yeah.
I was going to say
educated.
Dr. Dre's, I don't know if he has his PhD, but
That's
they call
right.
him doctor.
True.
Need to
Good
fact
point.
check that. but,
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
he could.
let's workshop this. All right,
Okay.
let's talk about today's weather so I can get you ready for your day. It is going to be another hot and humid day. Still seeing those clouds begin to roll in here in a little while. We've got a boundary to our north that's going to make its way through. Right now we've got southerly flow, which is why we're still seeing those highs again in the low 90s and those heat index values right around 100. But by this afternoon, we're going to see more of a northerly flow with that boundary pushing through. A few storms are possible a little bit later today and into the evening. Not looking for widespread at all. And tomorrow, similar situation and a bit more cloudy as well as those northerly winds continue. Stay with me. We're going to go ahead and time out what you can expect as we're heading into the weekend. Of course, we've got lots of celebrations for Juneteenth, and we'll talk about how that rain could impact things.